Everyone, so we're talking about branding, and this is a really hard concept for a lot of people because it's so incredibly conceptual. And I think the point is it goes past what types of things you post on the internet, what your website looks like, what colors you use, and it goes into who you are or who the corporation is and how they behave in public and how they talk to people, and basically their personality also plays into the brand. And so I think that the key is to find some kernel of truth that is within yourself that is also in your real life to be in your author brand. So just basically, I really think be yourself, but accentuate that. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. So, okay, you wanted to know about like a brand that we have loyalty to or a brand that we use all the time. And I don't really have anything like that. However, my family does with Adidas. We have a lot of Adidas products. And the reason is because my husband is a professional soccer coach. And the youth club that he coaches with, everything is Adidas. And so when you see an HMMS player walk around with their black or their red with their three stripes going down their arm or going down their leg and their Adidas shoes and everything's Adidas, you know what club they're from. You don't have to ask them. Like people in the area, soccer's huge around here. People know exactly who's with HMMS, who's with the other clubs. And I think part of that is the uniform. And when they don the uniform, they have to behave a certain way, including the coaches. So like when my kids just throw on their Adidas clothes in black and red, they have to behave a certain way in public because there is something that is expected, if that makes sense. And it's kind of crazy to think of that way for kids, but especially for coaches, like you're representing. And I think that's true. So the Adidas, it's not necessarily because I think they're a better product, although I do think their shoes are comfortable, their sneakers are comfortable. I just think it's because we are using them because it marks who the soccer club is, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, I think that you just have to kind of be yourself and make sure to stay that way and project that, like the good qualities about you, project those things. And so that's just my opinion. And then filling that in, like what personality, what colors would match your personality, what design would match your personality, things like that. Like just totally draw from yourself. So like for me, I'm a YA author, or writer. I want to be author someday. But I think that like I work with kids and I work with teens and I try to be the fun teacher and I try to also be instructional and I try to be the person that listens to my students and someone who will discuss things heavily with them. And so I want to take that into my author persona. I want to be an author that is approachable. I want to be someone who not only like has the Twitter account, but also if I have someone I'm following that is a fan, I want to make sure to comment on what they say. So I know that when that happens with my son, when a favorite actor or something, or a musician or a soccer player posts something on Twitter and then he comments and then they comment back, it's like it's made his whole entire day. And I think that's huge. And I think that's so much more important. Just like authentic interaction is so much more important sometimes than what colors your website has, if that makes sense. So for me, my brand, I like light and airy designs and things. So I want my website to be light and airy, and I want to post fun topics on social media, but at the same time, I don't want to shy away from heavy topics, and I want to be able to discuss those things. So that's going to be my brand, that I'm approachable and that I will discuss things with you, and light and airy, but we'll get serious sometimes. So, okay, thanks, bye.